Hi Taurus, and welcome to your Love Story Tarot reading for the month of April 2019. I am going to do this reading where I only read one energy stream, one story, so this will be your story or it won't. It will fit 100% or it will not fit at all. Also, if you are single and there's nobody in your life, this very well could be what your next love story is about. So, Taurus, let's see what's going on in your romance for the month of April 2019. I'm going to start by pulling a card for your energy and the energy of the person you are involved with. All right, one person is coming out as a Sagittarian energy. I protect you. Does not have to be a Sagittarius person. It can be, but this is more about the energy. And so one person in this connection feels very, very protective over the other person and would definitely take a bullet for them for sure. Over here, Mars, upper hand. The other person in this relationship is very controlling, very dominating. That does not have to be a negative thing, Taurus. It's just one person is very loving, nurturing, protecting. The other person is kind of controlling, dominating, in charge of things, keeping things together. Okay, so it's a nice little wow. That just totally popped off. Ooh, I see why. The candle actually got it. I did not know that would happen. Okay, well, good thing no fire started. Maybe sometimes when you guys go at it, like fighting, it's crazy. But one person definitely tries to control and move the way the relationship goes. Now, this is 21, so that would be a 3. This is 30, so that's a 3. So I like that you both are coming out as 3s. That's a compatible energy with each other, okay? It's just one person, again, very protective, very nurturing. Other person in control, in charge, very dominant of the relationship. So let's pull some cards and gain more insight, Taurus. So we did have one that jumped out. And our jumper, mixed signals. Okay. Reigniting connection. So this might actually be where you guys have been separated from each other. Or if we're not separated, it's like there's just been a lot of distance and disconnection within the relationship itself. Falsity. Missing you. Yeah, Taurus, this definitely is a connection that is broken up, or there is a lot of distance within the relationship if it is together. And one person is really struggling with that. Same mistake. All right, Taurus, what do we have here? Well, we have somebody... and that glare is going to make me nuts. All right, that's as good as I could do. Okay, so Taurus, listen. This is where somebody just isn't sure, and I think it's the one with the upper hand. The one with the upper hand is somebody who I feel gives the mixed signals. It's like, one moment I'm in 100%, I'm in love with you, it's passion, it's chemistry, everything's flowing. And then, you know, the next day, some time passes, it's like it's cold as a fish. So I do see that one person in this connection seems to kind of flip-flop, where it's like they're in love, game on, and then for no real reason, it's like there's distance and disconnection. And if we outright break up or separate, then there's this deep element of missing each other on both sides, okay? Even the one who seems to be playing a little bit of games, I just see like we come back together. And now, because I'm looking at April, Taurus, if you are disconnected from this person, or you were still in the relationship, but it's like there's a lot of distance between us, there's a reigniting of energies between the two of you in April. However, it's like somebody's holding back, or somebody's not telling the full story about something. But we really miss each other equally, okay? Even the one with the upper hand that causes a lot of the turmoil here, they really miss the other person when they separate or there's distance between each other. Now, this coming out right here, same mistake, just because of what this connection has been going through, one person is really afraid that it's just like the same thing is going to keep repeating over and over and over and over again. All right, so there is a lot of fear. And with this, I protect you. You know, now that I have more cards out, Taurus, I feel like one person is very protective of the relationship, like tries to preserve it, cares about it, while the other person involved in this connection, they do care, but it's like they're like a light switch, on and off, constantly giving mixed signals, okay? So let's pull some tarot and see what else comes out. So we have the Illuminaries, Destiny, Northern Star, Past Life. So there's definitely a soulmate connection here, okay? Next out, Six of Flames, Admired, Notice, Spotlight. This could go both ways, or this could be where one person just really thinks the world of the other. And I would say this energy thinks the world of this energy. But this person, even though they feel the connection and there is emotion here, we'll have to see what's going on with Mars over there, because Mars is just not with the program. It's like I'm in, then I'm out. I'm in, and then I'm out. Where Sagittarius over here is like, I just love you. And I'm calling it Mars and Sagittarius just because those are the names of the cards. So it doesn't have to be a Sagittarius person at all. But that's just, you know, why I'm doing it that way. Oh no. So Five of Emotions. Broken heart, missing you. So we have missing you twice with remorse. Same mistake. It's like a repeating pattern here. And now we have spirit guide, guidance, overseer, the unknowable. And lastly, karma, balancing, divine order, reaping. Yes, Taurus, there is an element of like this repetitive cycle, on, off. On, off. However, even though we seem like we're off, we're really not off. The connection is always there. It's coming through in the Illuminaries, Northern Star. We're very drawn into each other. When we're away from each other, we miss each other terribly on both sides, okay? There's a sense of a lot of admiration on both sides as well, for different reasons. Like you admire this person for the awakened, higher vibrating traits and qualities about them. They admire you for different qualities and traits about you. But it's like somebody in this relationship keeps making the same mistake, keeps doing the same thing. The other person overlooks it, forgives, takes the person back, you know, however it's playing out. But it's like one person keeps making the same mistake. And with karma coming out next to the spirit guide, there may be a shift of the energy where the person who is more submissive in this relationship is finally putting their foot down and like, I don't care how much I miss you. I don't care how much distance there is between us right now. You get it together and decide what you want, or I'm done. There could even be like some hesitation for commitment going on in here. And one person is just kind of at the end of their rope. So let's clarify, Taurus. Let's pull more cards. All right, so we have completion, elevation, evolution, manifestation. Yeah, somebody really wants to take things to the next level or get out of this repetitive cycle. Like, get me over it. Divine timing, cycles, shifts, timing. Yeah, it's just like, are we ever going to get this right? Messenger of roses, invitation for building future plans. So if we're broken up, I definitely see some reconciling energy here. However, the one who feels like, the one who's always getting the mixed signals from the other, they might be a bit more hesitant. Spirit guide, we have stimulating messages or desires revealed. So this is us talking to each other and communicating. Apology or facts and truth revealed, coming out under karma. Listen, Taurus, I do see this repeating cycle between you and this person. Definitely a connection here, a soul bond. Past life, we have shared a past life together. It could have been as lovers, it could have been as different energies, but you guys are soulmates, okay? That's why the connection is strong. And you know, we have two spirals going on here, and that's how we keep going round and round in this same repetitive pattern. And I feel the person who has been on the receiving end of all these mixed signals is finally like getting to a point of putting their foot down and like, I'm not going through this anymore. I'm so tired of this. And honestly, Taurus, that's what I feel will shift this energy. Whoever feels like they're being stepped on, walked on, taken advantage of, used, not appreciated, just receiving all these weird signals from the other. It's like they finally have had enough in the month of April and they're putting their foot down. And that's what actually causes the other person to get more on board. Continually allowing the same mistake to play out over and over, that's not going to get anybody anywhere. We'll stay stuck in this repeating cycle, repeating pattern. It's just whoever feels like they aren't as loved or honored as they should be in this relationship, they're finally being incredibly assertive and putting their foot down, saying no more. This is how it's going to be. We're together or we're not. You love me or you don't. I don't want any more back and forth. I don't even like, you know, I can't really decide here, Taurus, if you guys are broken up or if there's just a lot of distance that happens within the connection itself. But in either scenario, it's like, I'm tired of this repeating cycle. Even though I really admire you, I really love you, I really don't see myself with anybody but you, I am tired of this cycle. So we shift or we are done. And you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas in this, plus 1, 2, 3, 3 court cards, Taurus. So out of 10 cards, 8 of them are major arcana and court cards. The others are minor. So yeah, let's see. Only 2 minor arcanas here. 6 of flames and 5 of emotions. 6 of flames, the recognition. You're who I really love. I always miss you when we're apart. But I'm sick of having this broken heart. I'm sick of you not knowing what you want. Do you want me or do you want to be out of a commitment? Like, what do you want? That's one person in this relationship. The other person, it's not that they don't care. It's just, you know, let's pull a couple of cards. Why the heck are they so freaking up and down, back and forth, left and right? All right, so we have compromise. We have new or reigniting flame. And we have accomplishment, life is good, prosperity. If this person is like, they keep going back and forth between what they truly want. Out of a relationship, out of life, it's like bigger than this relationship itself. And that's why they're back and forth, because they themselves don't even know what they truly want out of life for themselves. Not just in romance. This is much, much bigger than that. And so Taurus, this person, if this could be you that's like back and forth, not sure what they want, or this could be who you're dealing with. Either way, Taurus, something has to change here, okay? Somebody's got to put their foot down. The one who feels taken advantage of has got to put their foot down and say, no more. Either this or that. You've got to figure it out. I can't help you. Because I do see like back and forth, break up, make up, talking about breaking up, having these huge fights, and then, you know, sleeping on it and deciding, oh, I would really miss you, I love you, and apologizing, okay? But we've got to break this cycle somehow, some way. And if it's you that's on the receiving end of all these mixed signals where your partner just is like runs hot and cold for no rhyme or reason, Taurus, you really have got to put your foot down and be firm, because even if you're afraid doing that will make you lose this person, the fact that they're not totally in this, you deserve better than that. And it's not that they're not in this like they don't have emotional attachment. There's just something inside of them, okay? They honest to God, cannot decide, do I want to be single and have fun, or do I want to stay in this beautiful connection that I have for myself? Like, there's like no comparison here. I mean, seriously, we have 10 roses or we have one little flame. Like, there's no comparison. But this person, do you see the split of mind? Back and forth, may have to do with some outside influences of maybe friends. If this partner's has friends who have become recently single, or the majority of their friends are single, it could be that, you know, a part of them wants to live that life, but then once they're living that, then they miss the connection that they have here. So it's like back and forth of, do I want to be single? Do I want to be in a relationship? Do I want to be single? Do I want to be in a relationship? Literally back and forth throughout April. So Taurus, if this has been ongoing, I really don't see much change to that until somebody really puts their foot down, even though that's scary and it's like, I might lose this person. It's better to do that than to be treated like this, because the cycle will never stop. The person will never wake up and recognize their behavior. They feel they have the upper hand. They feel they can behave this way because they've been able to in the past and nothing comes of it. They could come and go as they please as their mind changes. And this, I feel, is too much on the other person, and it's definitely a time to end this cycle, this repeating pattern of behavior. So let's look at the positive aspects in this connection. Okay, so we have healer, mother, nurturer. That is so perfectly paired with that Sagittarius energy. Yeah, there's one person in this relationship would go to the ends of the earth for the other. There is no question in my mind on that. And now we have honest, trustworthy, and dependable. So even though this person hot, cold, they're very honest about that. Like, they're being true to themselves. It's not like, I'm just manipulative and I want to play games. No, that whatever it is, like, that has them back and forth in their head, that's honest to themselves. It's not like, and you don't have to agree with it. I mean, people could justify stuff to themselves all day long, right? But to that person, it's really, they're coming from an honest place as far as they're concerned, and that's genuine. So that's, I mean, you can't hope for more than that, really, is that somebody is coming from a place that they believe is genuine within them, whether you agree with the level of their genuineness or not. They really are trying to be honest about how they feel, what they think, and where they're coming from, even if they don't articulate it very well. Okay, so let's see what potential distorted energies exist. All right, so continual heartache and sadness. I'm not surprised to see this because, again, the hot and cold that happens. And karmic season projection. You know, Taurus, this could be that this is just not the love for you, the love of your life, or we are so tired of this cycle that we've got to threaten, you know what, maybe we aren't meant to be. Maybe this is just a season unless you could get it together, okay? So this right here could very well be you've got to put your foot down or you're going to just burn out. Like the connection is going to just fizzle and burn out because each person can only take so much. And who's ever very steady and stable in this relationship, it just freaking hurts their heart way too much. This back and forth energy, this confusion, this I don't know what I want, what I'm doing. Like it hurts way too much. And so with this coming out, what I feel, Taurus, is if somebody doesn't put their foot down, this relationship will fizzle and fade, okay? And I don't think that that's what anybody wants to happen. But if, you know, again, people can only take so much. And I see continual heartache and sadness going on here, Taurus. And so if that's you, you really need to assert yourself and not tolerate that. I don't care how much you love this person. Putting your foot down and demanding respect could be the very thing that actually saves your relationship and turns it around. Letting somebody walk all over you and play these stupid games because they're confused and you're just trying to understand and be patient, like that's actually what's destroying the relationship. It's like you've got to know your worth, you've got to know your value, and it cannot matter how much you love somebody, how connected you are to them. If they are not treating you right consistently, like everybody fights and has disagreements, but this is, in this connection, somebody is constantly in and out, back and forth, up and down. I don't know what I want. I love you. I don't love you. I love you. That's too much for anybody to deal with. And it's destroying one person within this relationship. And that person is like willing to do whatever it takes to keep this relationship together. But being willing to do whatever it takes to keep it together might be the one thing that actually is pulling it apart because there's a lack of respect. You can't just turn your feelings on and off, on and off, and on and off, and put somebody through that you respect and that you truly care about their well-being. You cannot do that. It's not to say love doesn't exist in this connection on both sides, but one person is being quite selfish and is giving no thought and no regard to how their actions and behavior are impacting the other person. And the person who is on the receiving end of the mixed signals, they're hanging on, they're putting up with it because they know we are soulmates. I feel you in every part of me. You are the one I want. You are the one I want to be with. There's so much about you that I love, admire, and adore. And so let me hold on. Let me just tolerate. Let me just sweep under the rug. No, we cannot do that. That's what's destroying it. We're making the same mistake over and over. We've got to assert ourselves and make a big time change and shift so that it doesn't fizzle out and fade away. Okay, so let's pull a card to see potential unspoken messages between the two of you. The unspoken words. All right. We haven't met yet, but I'm definitely going to change your life when we do. Taurus, okay, so these are love story readings, and believe you me, when I had the idea for this, I was thinking that they were all going to be beautiful and unicorns and butterflies, which was incredibly foolish on my behalf, but, you know, I was hoping for the best. Taurus, listen, because I have this karmic season projection, and now we have an unknown person actually speaking some words to you. We haven't met yet, but I'm definitely going to change your life when we do. Taurus, there very well may be a much better suited person for you out there that you just have not met yet, that is not going to give you all these mixed signals and put you through all of this heartache right here, okay? So, very well could be a possibility. I'm never going to doom and gloom on somebody's love, so you have to decide what these two cards together mean to you and mean for you personally, okay? Spirit guide, and now a spirit guide's coming in. A consciousness shift must happen in order to see eye to eye. And you know what? We've already gone through that. This is about that asserting oneself and no longer being willing to tolerate the BS from the other person despite the connection and the love. And here's your spirit guide reiterating that message. But also, it could very well be, Taurus, that there is somebody better suited for you out there than this particular connection. You just haven't met them yet, and you need to have a consciousness shift within yourself that this isn't your one, and be able to accept that so that this can come in. Because I promise you, if this is not your one, this right here is 10 times what you've experienced in this relationship. That's just how it works. Like, you upgrade, you elevate, and I see one energy in this relationship that is 100% devoted and in and would go to the ends of the earth for the other person and wants to protect and preserve this relationship at all costs, while the other person keeps making the same mistake over and over and over, really tearing apart the other person. And so, like I said, I don't want to poo-poo on anybody's love, but man, somebody in this connection is really just kind of abused and taken advantage of. Even if this person loves them, they don't have the proper integrity and respect within them for their partner. And it could be because their partner has tolerated, thinking that was the answer, when in fact, no, we need to stand up for ourselves. We need to put our foot down, you know, and send somebody packing if they don't know how to get it together, how to treat, okay? Because if somebody's constantly in confliction about whether they want to be in this relationship or not, you don't want to deal with them. That's too much emotional baggage. Like, they've really got to get it together and work it out in themselves, Taurus, before they can offer anything real. And I just feel Spirit's telling you, Taurus, there is a better connection for you that you just haven't met yet. You know, and you take that for what it means for you. If it doesn't fit, that's fine, okay? I just, based on what I see here, at the end of your reading, I really feel like Spirit's saying there's better for you, but that obviously can't come in until you're willing to let this go. And it's hard to let this go because we miss each other so darn much when we're apart, right? So I get it. Let's pull some advice, Taurus. All right, so secrets bind and separate in strict accordance to who is within them. This is about secrets. Taurus, listen, this card, the description I've written about this card is, you know, things we can lie and hide from each other, but we cannot lie and hide anything from Spirit. Spirit sees all. You got karma sitting up in this reading, so the person who's hot and cold all the time, there's something that they are hiding. And hello, falsity right there, Taurus. I'm so sorry. I don't like your partner. I don't like what I feel out of this reading, because I see one person so devoted, so in it till the end of time, and the other person, it just takes it for granted like it's nothing. And why? Because we've put up with it. We've put up with being treated like second best. We've put up with the heartache. Why have we put up with that? Because of the connection. Because in some part of you, you know that you're soulmates and that you've loved each other before. And when we're apart, we really miss each other. But you actually had the spirit guide come out through the tarot cards. And here, Taurus, there's signs and synchronicities about this connection. Your spirit guides are really trying to help you out and let you see that you deserve better than this. And then the second advice, enlightenment. It says, the personal life deeply lived always expands into truths beyond itself. So this, Taurus, you've got to get very real with yourself about what you deserve and who you are and what you give, opposed to what you're receiving back out of this connection. Because, one person is in it 100% and the other person is like 50%. One moment I love you, next moment I don't know if I want to be in this. I love you, I miss you, you're the only one I want, I don't know. And now that all the cards are out, new or reigniting flame, Taurus, this person could be back and forth, because perhaps there's something of their past that they have not fully healed, gotten over, or moved past. And again, unless we assert ourselves, I don't see the pattern breaking here. It's just like going to be the same thing over and over and over until one person really puts their foot down and says no more. But there's just things that you may not be aware of. And like I said, nothing can be hidden from spirit. And everybody gets their karma, and all things are revealed. Just don't turn a blind eye to what your spirit guides have been trying to show you, Taurus, and where they're trying to lead you about this relationship, all right? Again, I really feel ultimately that they're saying you could do better, because this person is just so mixed up. At least you could, right now, maybe in the future, after this person's lived some life, it may be a different story. They may be ready for a relationship, but right now, I don't care what they're saying, they're not ready for it. That's why it's constantly mixed signals going on, because there's some element, I feel, of their past that they haven't healed. And so Spirit's trying to sweep this connection to the back burner for you, so that this connection can actually come in, all right? So Taurus, those are your messages. I am wishing you all the best. Take care.